So over the last few years, especially so much stuff that's going on, we've been hearing a lot of controversy about Fox News. You know how, Fox News is more lenient towards Donald Trump, and you probably believe anything he say, whether he's wrong or not. And we in the era where we got all these internet detectives, and this is crazy, but it's on the news, and hey, I'm not gonna say it. Let's watch it. Let's go ahead and watch it.
This a disturbing trend of vandalism targeting the National Mall, including multiple 8647 markings and other anti-Trump messages.
President Trump sounding off on the latest damage to the newly restored Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool.
My tinfoil hat.
The reflecting pool is so beautiful. They tried to destroy it. They cut it up with a box knife and tried to destroy it. And it's in great shape now. We just inspected it. We'll fix it right after the 4th of July. Got to let the water out, just fix it. But we caught them. These people are sick. They ripped a scar 350 feet long through the side of the reflecting pool. These are the people we're dealing with. These are the people that want to destroy our country.
Joining us now, Interior Secretary and Chairman of the National Energy Dominance Council, Doug Burgum. Mr. Secretary, thank you for being here. What can you tell us is the latest with the vandalism to the reflecting pool, and what comes next?
Well, good morning, Charlie, Rachel, Griff. First of all, greetings for President Trump. Just got off the phone with him. But this is a incredible example. President Trump, said last year we're going to make D.C. safe and beautiful. We're the greatest country in the world. We're going to have the most beautiful capital in the world. And look at the job that he's accomplished in the last year. I mean, 8,700 arrests, crime rates dropping like crazy in the city to the lowest level since 1900 in some cases. And then across the city, over 50 parks and circles have been restored, 48 monuments, 22 fountains that haven't flowed for decades, like 1,700 lights repaired on the National Mall, making it brighter and safer for citizens. All of that, and of course the reflecting pool, which has got a lot of attention. This was part of the original design, the reflecting pool, part of the 1922 Lincoln Memorial. It is part of the monument. So when people are using box cutters to do vandalism on this thing, it's the same as if they were throwing paint on Lincoln's statue in the eyes of the law. So we've had 7 arrests, a number of other citations, 18 police reports. As President Trump, and again, there's multiple cases both on the grass and in the pool that we had not reported before I'm
gonna pause it right there. I know you get tired when people pause it, but hold on, let's get right into it. No, hold on. So you're saying somebody jumped into the reflecting pool with a box cutter and was cutting up the lining that they sprayed in there, and then you went on national TV, actually it's worldwide, internet. This is wow, this is big. And then you talk about people threw fertilizer in there to make the water turn green. I don't see this will get me. If you're a Trump supporter or not, look, you can grow how you want. But my thing is, you approving $14 million to get this done. Shouldn't they already been thinking about this before it already happened? If we go with dark paint, it's going to heat the water up more. What? Make more bacteria. What water are we using? What filtration system is we using? It's a lot of stuff, protocol, especially when you're paying somebody $14 million. You got to be fucking kidding me. You got to be fucking kidding me. Let's continue.
Even filled it up where people were making these threatening messages to President Trump. But it's just President Trump, came to D.C. to drain the swamp, and some of these folks are trying to, bring it back. It's just, it is, as he says, it's crazy.
Yeah, I ran into you the other day at the National Mall before that wonderful event that the president spoke at, and you were, when we started talking about this, you were angry. You're mad about this.
Well, it should be, and everybody should be, because, of course, we've got this amazing U.S. Park Police that are part of the Department of Interior. Their job is to protect the National Mall, the people that are on it, and our national monuments, protecting the Statue of Liberty, the Golden Gate Recreation Area, special police force that George Washington himself created in 1791. And as they take their job very seriously, keeping people safe, but their job is to protect these monuments, and the reflecting pool is part of the Lincoln Memorial. And when people are attacking it, it is like an attack on our country. I mean, these are our most sacred monuments, and they're going to be prosecuted.
Let's clear some stuff up real quick. Wow. The reflecting pool is like 2 feet deep. You know, people go there, you know, reflect, sit back, think about stuff, whatever. Get into your Zen mode. Okay, we have that. So now they're like, hey, they putting the gates up. Well, you know, I was down in D.C. I stayed in Prince George's County, not that far from there, really, really close. They put the gates up every year for the 4th of July celebration, so people won't go into the reflecting pool during that, because it's gonna be crowded. So they do that every year. That's not new. Only thing different this year, they was put up a little earlier because your orange cousin claiming people is sabotaging his reflecting pool. I mean, you painted it, and then you pour peroxide in there. Like, I don't know what experts he had, but none of these coked up idiots knew that was a bad idea from the freaking start. They just missed that over their head. But hey, let me continue watching. Let's get back to it.
To the full extent of the law.
And of course, as you're talking, we're showing images from Friday of a chain link fence that had to be put up around part of the reflecting pool, which defies the entire purpose of the reflecting pool. You know, it's been almost comical watching the media try to report on this, and they've just been in hysterics for weeks about it, mainly covering like the algae and things like that in the pool. Yet somehow they managed to completely miss or misreport on the actual damage that was done to the lining in the pool, where apparently somebody took a razor of some kind, a knife of some sort, and ran hundreds of feet up and down the sides of the pool. What can you tell us specifically about the actual damage that was caused by vandals?
If this guy ain't the dumbest MFer in America right now, how can you even come on TV, feel confident, and fix your lips and say that? I'm going to change character. I'm going to say I'm 100% diehard Trump supporter. I still wouldn't even look at this guy with nothing. I look at him, he's a fucking idiot. But what I know, this the shit that they putting on the news. Okay, let's continue. Put my retard hat back on.
Well, first of all, thankfully, the vandals, while they were violent and they were obviously breaking the law, they weren't that effective. There is 350 feet of cuts that likely came from a box cutter, but we're talking about a pool that's taller than the Empire State Building and the Washington Monument combined, over 2,000 feet long. This is 8 acres of space, 340,000 square feet of surface. And of course, with President Trump, what they're also not reporting on is this pool was leaking like a sieve. It was closed for 2 years between 2010 and 2012 when Obama was in office, and when it came on, it was still leaking. It was leaking an estimated 45,000 gallons a day. But now with this industrial rubber liner for the first time, because this pool's got 2.5 miles of expansion joints underneath it, so those have been repaired. The liner is working. It's not leaking after the 4th of July. And Charlie, the fence is up partly because is having the greatest and biggest celebration of fireworks ever for our 250th. There's going to be fireworks being installed shortly along either side of the reflecting pool. That's one of the places that they're launched from. So we were going to be putting up the fence anyway. It's coming up a couple days early to protect the pool. But we're getting ready for an amazing celebration. President Trump's going to be on the mall delivering a great address on July 4th.
Let me say something here. You know what? One thing I can't say about this, I'm be an asshole. I'm about to lose a lot of people with this one though. But it's crazy because between Trump first term and Trump second term, he is actually doing everything that people thought Obama would have did. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. Obama might have been the first black president, but you know who Trump was? He was the first nigga in office, throwing cookouts at the White House, getting caught with strippers. Trump, that's proof he don't give a fuck. You can't tell him nothing.
And we have celebrations going on across the country.
Yeah.
And of course, on July 1, President Trump's going to be in North Dakota helping with the dedication of the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library. That's going to be a great kickoff to 4 days from the July 1st through July 4th. And so amazing stuff ahead. Great fair going on. And of course, we've got IndyCar racing coming to the mall later this summer.
Awesome.
I mean, it is what a celebration. The Freedom 250 team and President Trump leading the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're so excited about it. And we're so excited about.
Well, let me know what y'all say in the comments. I mean, look, if you're a Trump supporter or not, look, this ain't about who you support. You got the right to do whatever you want. All this video is focused on the issue at hand, and this is the craziest shit ever. When they told me $14 million, it was like I done hit my elbows and clenched my booty cheeks. I was like, that was my money. Well, actually was, you know, or our money, taxpayer money. I don't know what happened. So, thank y'all for watching. So, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.